Hey you guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be testing out the brand new Colourpop Sunflower collection. I have the entire collection here from like the glow oil to the eyeshadow palette, so I'm going to be trying out everything for you guys today. So I hope you guys are all excited about this video. So really quickly, before we get started, I would really appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, I am doing a huge giveaway right now. I'll have it linked in my description box below if you guys want to enter that. And also, make sure you guys have your notifications turned on. All you have to do is click the bell next to the subscribe button, and then you'll receive a notification every time I upload a new video. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So before I start trying out everything on the face, I'm going to quickly go through all of the products and show you guys everything and tell you the prices. So first up, we have the Glow Up Oil, and the price of this is $10. Next up, we have the Soul Body Lemon Drop Shimmering Dry Oil, and the price of this is also $10. Moving on to the makeup, first up we have the Little Ray of Sunshine eyeshadow palette, and the price of this is $14. I love the packaging of this palette, and these shades in here are so gorgeous. Next up we have the Soak Up the Sun Super Shock Shadow Duo, and the price of this is $10. I believe this shade right here is broken in mine. First up we have the shade In Harmony, which okay, well, this one is also broken. Okay, I pressed it back in the pan, but this is a really pretty kind of deep gold. And let's go ahead and do a swatch of that. Then we have the shade Flower Child, which is also kind of like a gold, but it's more of like a champagne type of gold. And this is probably gonna be a really bad swatch. Oh my gosh, but there is that shade. I forgot to mention that the eyeshadow palette is an all matte eyeshadow palette. Let's go ahead and swatch some of these shades. I don't want to swatch all of them. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I don't really rely on swatches to tell if like a palette is good. Ooh, that is a really nice shade. Colourpop has really good eyeshadows, so I'm sure these are amazing. Yeah, those look really good. All right, next up we have two of their gel eyeliners, and I love these. The price of these are $6. So first up we have this deep brown called Sunny Veil, I believe is how you say it, and the packaging is so cute. My arm is looking crazy, but there is that shade. Then we have this super pretty gold called Sub-Zero. I don't really understand the name, but here is that shade. Literally, the top just like broke off with that. I don't know what is going on today. And lastly, we have two shades of their ultra glossy lip. Here are both of the shades. The price of these are $7 each. The first shade right here is called Sun Soaked. Oh my gosh, why can I swatch today? Oh no. That is a terrible swatch, but there is that shade. Here's like a close-up. It's like a peachy shade with gold glitter in it. Then we have this shade called Always Sunny, and here is that shade swatched. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my hair back. All right, so I'm first gonna try out the Shimmering Dry Oil. If you guys haven't tried these are really good. They have a bunch of different shades of these. I'm just gonna apply a little bit to like this little benefit brush because I don't feel like getting my soul brushes. And I'm just gonna apply some of this to my shoulders. These smell amazing, and they just give you like a really nice glow. These are perfect for the summer. Obviously, we're getting more into like fall, but still, it is hot where I live, and these look amazing, especially if you were like going to put a little bit on before like going to the pool or something. Like, I love the glow that these give you, and this shade is so pretty. All right, so love that. I really like the shade of this one. I have a couple different shades, but I feel like I don't have one that looks quite like this. This one's more of like a light champagne gold, which I really like. So now I'm gonna go in with the Glow Up drops, and I'm gonna use this as my primer today. I'm just gonna put like one drop here and down the center of my face. And I'm just gonna rub that in with my fingers. There is no fragrance or anything in this, which I like. I do not like a bunch of fragrance in products, and it honestly feels very nice on the skin. Definitely super moisturizing. So I'm super curious how my foundation is going to wear on top of this. So I'm gonna be using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation today, and I'm just gonna quickly go through applying this because this video is more about the Sunflower collection, not like a full face of makeup. And also, I just want to mention, I've been trying out the Juno & Co. sponges. Like, I used the blue one yesterday, and I don't know how I feel about these, you guys. Like, I feel like everybody talks about how much they love these, but so far, I just haven't been, like, wowed. I feel like they're, like, almost rough on the skin. If you guys like these sponges, please let me know what I'm doing wrong. I have been just, like, wetting the sponge and then applying foundation like directly to the sponge and then on my face, and I just have not really been liking them, to be honest. and I feel like they don't blend very well, but I keep giving them a chance just to see if I'll like them. All right, so I actually do really like the way that my foundation looks like on top of that oil. I feel like it definitely makes me look very glowy, and the foundation actually blended really nicely on top of the oil. So now I'm gonna go ahead and like apply some concealer, set my under eyes, and then I'll be back to start with the eyeshadow. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave my face makeup like this. I'm going to do like bronzer and highlight and blush and everything after I do my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in, and we're gonna go ahead and start on the eyes. All right, so I'm going to be taking my P. Louise base like usual, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this onto the lids, and I'm going to blend it out with like a flat top brush like this. I usually will like spread the base with a flat brush, and then I'll blend back over it with a sponge just so it's nice and smooth. Also, I'm going to put some powder underneath my eyes just in case there's any fallout. So I'm first going to go in with this deep brown right here called Sun Giant, and I'm just going to map out the shape of my eye just like I normally would. I really wish their little palettes like this had mirrors. It's really annoying not having a mirror. The pigmentation though is really good with this shade. Honestly, Colourpop is like one of my favorite brands, and their eyeshadows are so good, so it's not even like surprising to me that these have amazing pigmentation. Now I'm going to take this shade right here called Chillin', and I'm just going to put this right on top of the last shade to kind of blend out those edges. This shade does have quite a bit of fallout, like it's a little bit powdery in the pan. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about, like I barely dipped my brush in, and that is a lot of powder everywhere. Now I'm going to take this shade right here called Sunnies, which is a stunning yellow, and I'm just going to start blending this above the last shade. All right, so I went ahead and cut my crease off camera. Now I'm going to try out the Super Shock shadows. So first up, I'm going to be trying the shade Flower Child, which is like the champagne gold. And I'm just going to kind of put this, ooh, that's kind of chunky and it fell onto my face. I'm going to put this shade right on the inner part of my lid. I'm so glad I put down powder because there's been a lot of fallout today. But this shade is super pretty. This is like the perfect kind of lid shade. Now I'm going to go in with the shade In Harmony, which is like that really pretty deep gold. And I'm going to put this shade on the rest of my lid. All right, so now I'm going to try out the eyeliners, and I'm going to use both. I'm not sure how this is going to look, but I really want to try both shades. So I'm going to take the brown first, and I'm just going to put this on the outer. Oh, I forgot to do my lower lash line. Oh well. Just going to put this on the outer part of my lower lash line. And now I'm going to take the gold and put this on the inner half. Ooh. All right, so here's where we're at so far. I'm so glad I put down powder because there is so much fallout on my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and like do my brows, my lower lash line, apply some mascara off camera, and then we're gonna come back and try out the lip glosses. All right, so I went ahead and finished up the rest of my makeup. Now we're gonna go ahead and swatch both of the lip gloss shades. So first up, I'm gonna swatch Sun Soaked, which is the darker of the two. So here is this shade. This is like the perfect kind of like gold champagne nude shade. So now we're gonna go ahead and try out Always Sunny. So here is this shade. This one is more of like a clear gloss with like some gold glitter in it. Super pretty. These smell amazing. They are a little bit sticky, but I do like them and they are pretty affordable. All right, you guys, so here is the completed look using everything from the Sunflower collection. Honestly, I feel like this is one of their more exciting like new launches, and I feel like it's perfect for the fall. So if I were to recommend one thing, obviously it would be the eyeshadow palette. I feel like this is the best thing in this collection. I love that it's an all matte palette. The color story of this palette is literally perfect for the fall time. These shadows were so pigmented. They blend out so nicely. This shade was the only one I had problems with, and not even like with blending or anything. It just was a little bit powdery in the pan, so it was kind of messy and created a lot of fallout, but other than that, the other shades were beautiful. I'm not the biggest fan of the Super Shock shadows. I prefer their like pressed shimmery shades that are like normally in their eyeshadow palettes. For some reason, I'm just not the biggest fan of the Super Shock shadows. They are really pretty, but I feel like they do kind of transfer a lot more. They're a little bit more of like a, almost like a gel type feeling. Like they're more, I don't know how to describe it. Like the texture of these, like they almost feel like wet. So they do look really pretty and metallic, but I feel like they transfer a lot. Maybe if I had used like a glitter glue, I would like them more. I honestly haven't really tried out their Super Shock shadows that much, but I'm gonna have to keep trying those out. And then I really like both of the lip glosses in this collection. These shades are gorgeous. These shades though are pretty similar, so if I were you, I would only pick up one. And as you guys can see, they are a little bit sticky on the lips, which I don't like, but I do like the lip glosses, like the way that they look, so it is kind of hard whenever they are a little bit sticky like that, even though they look really pretty. And then the eyeliners were really pretty. Colourpop has really good eyeliners, and these usually last like all day. I'm not the biggest fan of these shades just because I don't see myself reaching for these very often, but if I were to recommend one, I would say get the gold. It's really pretty, very metallic in the waterline. So yeah, I really liked these as well, but these shades are not like my favorite. I almost wish the gold was like a lighter, more like champagne type gold. And then if you guys haven't tried out any of these Soul Body Shimmering Dry Oils, I highly recommend them. These give you like the most gorgeous glow, and they don't feel like sticky or like super oily. They're definitely like a dry oil. Like even just touching my shoulder, I don't feel like sticky or anything, but these do kind of transfer, just so you guys know, like your fingers will be a little bit shimmery, but these are perfect for the summertime, and I love the shade from this collection. And then of course the oil was really good. I don't have much to say about it. I've only used it one time, but my foundation did go on very nicely on top of this, so this was pretty good. I feel like Fourth Ray has a lot of really good like dropper style bottles with like face milks and oils. They have good products as well. So yeah, overall I am super impressed with this collection. Of course, I knew I would be. I love Colourpop, and this is like one of their more recent collections that I've actually been interested in. They did send this to me. I didn't know they were going to send it to me, so I was pleasantly surprised whenever it came in the mail. So a big thank you to Colourpop for sending this over. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think is the best thing in this collection. I'm going to have all of these products linked in my description box below if you guys want to check any of them out. And then of course I'm going to have that giveaway that I mentioned at the beginning of today's video linked there as well if you guys want to enter that. And also before you guys go, make sure you click the bell next to the subscribe button so you receive a notification every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.